Alright, well this is me exploring around, and there's some water there. Yeah, so I'm gonna get out of here, but I stumbled across what appears to be like a homeless campsite. I'm gonna get out of here before something bad happens. But yeah, so over this way, looks like all of that's been ransacked. That tarp is not well supported anymore, so I'm assuming the people that were living there got kicked out of here. There's a tent here, it looks like. Been ransacked. Probably you could use it as a makeshift tarp, but there is still a blanket here and a backpack that appears to have stuff in it and some clothes in there. There's also a hatchet over there, so I'm assuming this might still be lived in. There's also another blanket right there. So there's also a tree stand over there, which is interesting right there. But yeah, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm mainly just filming this just in case something does happen, and also to show you guys what I found. There is this cool little like outcropping here that you can like definitely stay under if you didn't have anything. I'm also watching out for snakes, so I'm in flip-flops. Of course I am. What's going on, I don't know if any of this audio is going to come through or not. I might just end up having to re-record over it. But there's also another hatchet in that tree. So yeah. But I might have to record over this once I get the computer built. Yeah, just tons of trash. If I had gloves on, I would clean some of this up because it is just disgusting down here. There's also, let me see if I can see it, a needle. And I believe I saw another one earlier. So yeah, I believe this is homeless more so than from drugs, more so than anything. There's also right there's a knife wrapper, and I believe that hatchet, if I know my hatchets, comes with a knife in the end of it as well. So it's 2 knives not accounted for. I'll also show you guys this as I'm walking back. I'll have to speed this up in post. But yeah, signs of a fire there too. But yeah, there's also, yeah, I think that's a needle cap right there as well. So yeah, just tons of trash everywhere. Would probably come down here and clean it up if I had gloves and was a little bit more able-bodied. Even getting down to where I'm at right now was a bit of a struggle. But yeah, it seems like I've wandered into a homeless camp. Other interesting stuff I've seen, I will show you guys here in a minute. Let me try and wobble my way up this little staircase, makeshift staircase that is here. And yeah. So yeah, that's what I saw coming in here. This is all filmed in reverse because me watching out for snakes and watching out for possibly some other people being in here. I didn't want to be recording just in case. I wanted to be able to see everything. So there's a walker over there, which is a weird thing to have in the woods back here. There's also 2 pairs of female shoes, that pair and that pair. Heels don't seem too practical here in the woods. I originally wasn't going to go up this path, but seeing as I still got like 2 hours until my oil change is done, let's do it. Probably way more than I should be walking in one day, but oh well. Again, I don't know how this audio quality is going to come out, but oh well. It does appear that there's a tomato plant there. Would have been nice if that would have gotten planted. Free food, at least for one season, while it's fruiting. Better than no food. There's a huge bug up there. Not gonna be able to catch it on camera. Really loud though. Seems that there was another fence right there at some point. This is a hard walk for somebody that's as messed up as I am. Don't know how steep this looks, but it is really steep. I mean, I'm holding the camera level right now. So, right there is probably, let's see if I can come through. It's like a foot and a half away. It's right at my face level. So this is pretty steep to not have a cane for. But we're making do while we can. I'm gonna be sweaty for this 2-hour oil change. I'm just wondering if there's something else up here for this path to be as crazy thin as it is. So I don't know how much you're going to be able to see through these trees over here. Let's see. So right there, that building is a shopping center. And that building over there, the red one, right behind this tree, is a Walmart. Down there, you can see that brick and stuff right there. That is a restaurant. So we're in a fairly public place. It just would surprise me how many people are doing what I'm doing, because I'm only doing this because I've got 2 hours for an oil change to wait. So I wouldn't imagine this path would look that many people would walk this. That is definitely a needle cap, like I saw earlier. Let's see. Appears that there's a tarp up there. Hopefully I'm not stumbling on somebody asleep. There's also a tent as well. Huh. There are multiple tents. Tent over there, tent right there, tent right there. So there's that. But the problem is with that, being that there is public river there and public property over there, this is public land. So that sign does not hold any actual weight, as far as I know. A lot of people living up here, though, if they are still here. I don't know really how to approach this. I'm assuming there's nobody here. Hello? Hello? Anybody here? Just got bit by a mosquito. Oh, yep, there's still people here. Yeah, somebody moved around in that tent over there. So it does appear that there are still people living here, so I'm just gonna head on back down the trail. Wanted to see what was on the other side of that, but the guy just waking up might be grumpy. Not about to try and deal with that. So, oh yeah, let's see. You can see the Walmart sign just through there at the right angle. But yeah, there's the Walmart. There's also a mall over there. So, I'm debating by the time I post this, which is going to be a long time from now, because I've got to get the computer. Still can't get the CPU for it, though. But by the time I get all of that, it'll be after that this gets posted. Most likely, because I'll probably need to speed up sections of this, because this is going to be a lot of me walking and slipping. But, sorry. But yeah, so I'm probably going to release this after I have the computer. I'm debating, should I call the cops about that? Oh, jeez. About people living up there. Because pretty sure they're not supposed to be. And there is tons of litter. So I might just give them a call. If I do post this after I get the CPU and speed up all this amount of me walking, which is quite a bit, then I'll update you guys on whether or not I did call the cops, and if I did, what they told me. If there are no jump cuts or fast forwards of me walking through stuff, most likely this is not going to be edited. And if this is not edited, do not expect an update on what the cops say. But yeah, so tons of trash just literally everywhere. It appeared that there were a bunch of the same type of tent. How's it going? What's that? I'm doing all right. I'm a little hard of hearing sometimes. What's that? Oh, I didn't. I've just been exploring around. I didn't know what was going on.
What's your name, bud?
Brandon.
My name's
Mac?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Are you staying with these guys, or? Are you staying with these guys, or?
No.
Oh, okay. You saw them up there, so I didn't know if you knew them or anything.
I know them, but no,
Oh, okay.
I like to come in the creek and make some feel good.
What was that?
I said I like to come to the creek and make some feel good.
Yeah, that's what I was exploring. I walked from the other side of Walmart all the way over to here, and I was just like exploring the creek and stuff. So.
Nice, ain't it?
What's that?
I said it's nice, ain't it?
Oh yeah, definitely. It would be an awesome place to camp, that's for sure. See you. So, I don't know how much of that is on the camera or not. Putting on my glasses right here. Don't know how much of that was on the camera or not. But this is the restaurant I was talking about earlier. Yeah, some guy came riding in on a bike. Just heard some movement in there, trying to make sure I don't get bit by a snake or something. Yeah, that guy came riding in on a bike. Knew about the people staying at the top of the hill. Denied living there. Just said he knew of them. And that he likes to come towards the creek and look at the creek. And then the first part of the video where I was down the hill, he headed down that way. So yeah, that was a little nerve-wracking. Sometimes I have to switch hands. That's what some of that little bit of wobble is. Me being a lefty, if I hold my phone in my right hand, people will tend to think that is my dominant hand, because that's the one I'm holding the phone with, and not expect anything of my left, which is actually my dominant hand, which means I can have at least a slight advantage, and the hand that they are watching is the wrong one. don't like being a lefty for most things, that is one good thing about being a lefty. So this is a pretty deep part of the creek. It's a pretty wide creek, but most spots in the creek are like a foot or two. And that appears like it could be up to 4 foot deep, it would appear. So, definitely cool. Heart's racing a little bit, because when you see a guy riding, oh yeah, by the way, the bike he was riding had like 3 bike locks on it, which would make it appear that it has been taken or the keys have been lost, which if you don't have much possessions because you're homeless, it would surprise me if you could lose a key to a major resource like a bike. But I'm going to try and keep exploring. I'm going to shut up so I can fast forward this. Does appear somebody walked in there. I'm not going to do that though. It's a lot of walking. What's going on? Nice bridge you're walking under. Wrapper for a machete. Sketchy. Also, there is another guy right there, so. Steps leading up to something. That's not the way we're going. We're going this way. Somebody's yelling about something. Walk down around this way. More water. That also looks decently deep out there in the middle. This is what I was talking about the river being really wide but really shallow, because over there you can see rocks. It's not super deep or anything, but lots of spray paint. And let's just keep on walking. But yeah, there was another guy just ran into. So that's 2 guys, plus the guy in the tent, which I didn't really see all of them. I just saw him make some noise when I said hello. Seeing how I was going to be talking to the camera, I wouldn't have wanted to have been talking to you guys in the middle of that camp and then have them jump out at me or anything. But let's fast forward through this. I'm going to take a few more breaks, stopping and looking at the river. Aside from that, it's just going to be a lot of walking from here. Another little inlet. This looks like it would be a cool flat place for like a single person tent to camp at. Little path that way. Nice flat spot here, another little path that way. You can see here it's probably really deep because the water is moving really fast, because over there it's just like an island of rocks. So this is probably really fast, really deep. It's also making a lot of sounds, so it makes me think some stuff's hanging from the tree in the water right now. But yeah, keep on walking. Another little inlet from the river. Appears to be a drain right there. Beautiful river still. Stuck on the train. What's that? Huh. Don't know what that is. It does appear that there's body wash, shampoo, or conditioner or something down there. So, and some underwear. So I think there might be some people staying around here as well. Possibly in the drain pipe. Doesn't seem like it'd be a great place to stay. A lot of water came rushing down all at once, but still a pretty cool spot. Just come out here, chill. Looks like a nice place to sit on the edge of that. Don't know how much it's going to come up on camera, but that's like a 3-foot drop from the concrete to the gravel. But yeah, back to walking once again. Sweating a lot though. It's like, I don't know. It's said it was only going to be in the 70s, high 70s here today. And on the boat it was like 90% humidity and hotter, but I would think it would have to be higher humidity right now where I'm at. Like, normally when I start sweating on my forehead first, then my armpits, and then my back. Probably TMI. But today, like, I'm not sweating on my forehead yet. My back's a little bit sweaty, my armpits are a little bit sweaty. But my forearms are like coated in water right now. So, and to me that would suggest that's humidity more so than me actually sweating. Which is weird. Maybe it's just because I'm near the water. I don't know. Maybe the humidity is a little bit more right here. But the humidity right now is ridiculous. It feels like it's more than 100% humidity, like it should be raining or something. But it's not. So this is into the more formal part of the park. Right here you can see we got benches coming up, trash cans, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, let's see, nowhere to walk and see the water there. I am going to be a little bit more quiet once we get into the main part of the park, because I did see a guy sleeping on a bench there earlier and a guy sleeping in the grass underneath the shade of a tree. So I don't want to talk too much, don't want to wake them up. It's once you've got tents and stuff that I'd consider calling cops, because once you've got tents and stuff, that means you're trying to stay there for more than just, oh, I'm going to sleep here during the day and go do whatever I do at night. Once you've got tents and stuff, you're planning on staying there for a while. Seems like there's a shopping cart right there. Another shopping cart right there. But more water. Again, that's the only reason why I'm tempted to call the cops at all, is because there's just so much trash. Like, I don't mind people staying here, because this would be a nice place to camp for a night or two. I don't mind it. But it's all the trash here. That's the thing I care about, because, like, I mean, there was probably a good quarter to a half a dumpster worth of trash back there that needs to be cleaned up. That's what I have a problem with. But yeah, it does appear that I can't see. It's too bright out. But it does appear, if I'm looking in the right spot, that was somebody's exhaust backfiring. It does appear there's still a guy sleeping on the bench over there. So I'm going to shut up while I walk through here. So up here, still there, still there, still asleep. Those two gates are the entrance to the park. Main entrance anyways. There's another entrance down this way where we're walking that I will show you guys as I get there. But yeah, a lot of cool stuff once you get into here. It seems like this part is fairly well maintained as far as keeping it like grass fairly low, somewhat trimmed, and cleaning up the trash around. I'm actually not going to walk the rest of this park because I've already been walking for 26 minutes. That's not including the time I walked there. And also, I do believe, whenever I walked by it, because I wasn't originally planning on going in here, that the gate on the other side is locked. Seeing how I cannot jump the fence, I don't think I'm going to go any further, but you guys can see, the park goes all the way over there, a pretty good distance. It's also like a weird broken down tractor. I guess it's supposed to be artistic, because they've kept the weeds from growing up around it, so... Anyways, that's where I'll end it. I'm gonna head back, try and see if my car's done. Peace.